If I ever got a
minute.
WhatsApp message saying like, the Bloods and the Crips why do I always go to this
Inflection?
yeah.
I
The
don't.
Bloods and the Crips.
You never come alive.
Right? Welcome to Weirdos of Whimsy, a podcast where we will be discussing all things weird and
You guessed it. Whimsical. I
You did
just
a little
shimmied the
shimmy.
whole time.
I liked
shimmied
it.
the whole time you were doing it. How could you not when you have this delightful
Youngblood.
man on your shirt?
She's a little obsessed.
This is my shirt that I got at Youngblood last night.
Yeah.
And I love it. And I'm not going to tell you how much it was, but it smells like vanilla and it's very soft. Like,
Love.
this is a great
Band tees
shirt.
are pretty good. When you get like good ones, I do love like the good fabric.
So
I
good.
don't
No,
know.
this is a good shirt. I wish I had purchased more.
I was gonna buy like a hoodie or something because they were good, cool hoodies. But Jesus Christ,
Lot of money. The hoodies were a lot of money. But yeah, this is my shirt.
He's cute.
And I love, he's so cute. But yeah, love it. Had to wear the shirt. To recap, love Youngblood. Not sure if you know. And when we were on the train coming home last night from Youngblood,
yeah,
because obviously the exhibition train was packed.
Oh my God.
Of course.
We try to take the train in whenever we can because like driving into Toronto is shit.
It's just a nightmare.
But also training when there's always some like sporting event or a concert, and trying to get back to Aldershot on the train is also just insane.
Just wild. So we all got on and we had to sit close proximity, but we were kind of like the four of us were like sort of broken up, but like not too bad. It was actually not bad.
Not terrible.
You tried to get a foursome and someone just took the seats and that's bullshit.
Yeah.
But anyways, thanks for trying.
I tried.
But the people we were sitting across, I don't remember how it came up. How did it come up?
I think we were chatting about, because we had been talking about like haunted stuff.
Right, with Katie and Allison. Yes.
And then I think
just randomly
one of us were like, have we talked about that on the pod? Or we talked about that on the pod. And then the one guy, I don't think we even introduced ourselves to each other.
He just
asked.
He's
like, oh, do you guys have a podcast?
Yeah.
And it was him and his girlfriend, wife. I'm not sure how they
were. Friend, who knows? Companion.
And we started talking about it, and he's like, I'm going to check it out. And he like wrote it down. So like, if you're listening, hi,
thanks so much. That was so exciting and cool. Like we even said to Katie, like, this is the first in the wild, random people talking about it.
Who were like, we're going to check out your podcast.
Yeah.
This is why I want like, I don't know, do podcasters have like business cards or cute little, like even like a sticker? We should get stickers.
We can. I mean, I think stickers are available if you purchase our merch.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, go to any of our profiles. If you click the link tree or whatever it's called,
link in the bio.
You can still get our merch. It's available. Different shirts. Like we have the rainbow tie dye. You don't have to get the rainbow tie dye.
No, I
there's
also
black.
have
There's gray. There's blue. There's green.
Like vintage
grosh. Like
you wash.
Grosh. I just said grosh. Vintage wash where it's like that heather gray.
Oh, I like it.
Lots of different opportunities. But yeah, there are stickers, there are mugs, there are bags. But yeah, it felt cool. So thank you, people.
Yeah.
We did not even ask their names because we're rude. We're so rude. Why didn't we say anything about them?
I am not good at introducing myself.
We asked a lot of questions, but like he said he was very spiritual and like had some things, and then we talked about that. But we didn't want to scare.
Not to like out you, dude.
Oh yeah.
But he was a skeptic, and he went to a haunted location, and then he was like, I like invited the entity home with me.
And then he's doing like, some provocation, which is not a great idea, man.
And he's like, some things got weird and happened.
Yeah.
I was like, oh.
Nothing changes your mindset about that when you dare to challenge and then you get what you ask for.
Yeah.
But no, they were really cool and really nice. And thank you so much. Thanks for listening. Hello. Welcome. Guys, we love doing this. We started it just to do it for ourselves, but now we're like, we want to reach people. So if you wouldn't mind, like, please like, share, subscribe. I know you guys always hear it from podcast people, but we're local and you kind of know us sort of. And, you know, we just got to get some more weird Canadian content out
We
there.
really do. It's fun.
It's fun. It's great. Engage with us, which also leads me to my next point before we get into our episode today.
Yes.
We really want to do a listener email story session.
Yeah.
So if you know a story, like it could be a Freaky Friday happened to a friend of mine.
Yeah.
Sort of situation. It can be anonymous. You can like give us instructions to like not say your name, not say your workplace, not say specifics. I don't care. I just at least want to know like the location of where it happened. And again, you can be vague if it was like whatever, like a cemetery or a hospital, my room. I don't care. We don't have to get specific, but I want to know what happened. We want to know.
Even if it's like, it could have been nothing. It could have been
nothing.
But like
something weird happened. Tell us about it. It doesn't have to be haunting. It can be, I saw something in the woods. I saw something in the sky.
We talked about I think 2 episodes ago on the UFO episode. I'm pretty sure it was a spotlight.
Yes.
But
you never know.
You never know.
So like let the listeners decide.
Yeah.
Tell us your story. Send it in.
We have a few already, but we want to do an episode.
Yay. So that's why I'm really pushing it because like, oh my gosh, we have some now. You don't want to only hear about us.
It's true.
And our stories. Yeah. So like come together. Thank you for being our community.
Together.
Oh, yeah. Send in your weird tales, your weird and whimsical tales. You can also be whimsical.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
just
have you seen a unicorn? Let us know.
100%. Have you ridden a dragon lately?
Woo.
Let us know.
Fucked a mermaid?
Woo!
We support monster fuckers here.
We do.
Because what did we decide? We're kind of... we might, maybe? Werewolves are hot.
1,000%. Okay? Vampires all day long.
All day long.
We are absolutely never going to become monetized.
Listen, sometimes I forget and it just pops out.
I love it.
And it's our podcast.
People love it.
You can get monetized while swearing, no?
Oh, totally. It's fine. Also, we're nowhere near doing that. So like we're cool. Okay, well on that little chestnut, let's go. Also, please make sure any monster sex is consensual.
Oh yeah, but like video and record and send it to us.
Yeah, if that's your listener email that you want to send in, we're on board. Oh my god, I love it. Okay, so we are very happy to be back with you, our fellow weirdos. Let's get into a brand new episode. Today we are talking about urban legends.
Urban legends.
Ooh. So I feel like this has to be said, even though it doesn't really have to be said.
Okay.
Urban legends, not a lot to research. You can't really...
There really wasn't. And
you can't really like research something that's just been like orally passed down.
Yeah. Orally.
By your dad. Orally. I don't mean your specific father. It was just a dad joke everyone, okay? Sorry. It's just one of those things where like these are things we've all heard of.
Yeah.
I was interested like how did it get started? What are the origins? So that's kind of what I tried to research.
Yeah.
But don't come for us if our urban legends are different from the version that you heard. If there is a new version, write it in. Let us know.
I also found when trying to look up urban legends that a lot of them were like, I was picturing something different, but there was like Bigfoot was on there. The Wendigo is on there.
Yeah. No,
like
for
that
sure.
kind of stuff.
That's
which
very
is
much still urban legends.
Very urban legends, but I thought of them as different things.
Okay.
You know what I
enough.
mean?
Sure. Would you like to elaborate on that or no?
Yeah.
Okay,
no.
Great.
I don't know. I just had it in my mind.
That's totally fine. I get it.
It makes sense that they are.
Your interpretation of an urban legend is different from what other people's interpretation of urban legends
Can I explain what my interpretation was? Not really.
That's fine. That's like, why they come here.
Like the Hook Man, which we will talk about.
Sure. Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
maybe because I do actually believe in Bigfoot and the Yeti and stuff like that.
I see what you're
saying. And like cryptids.
Yeah. Sure.
Whereas like maybe urban legends are more stories.
In your interpretation, yeah. See, it's
does that make
subjective.
sense?
It does. It's all subjective. I completely get it. Where it's like a specific tale, as opposed to a being.
Yeah,
I understand. Well, with that said, we're going to kind of do a little bit of everything here. So let's dive in with the first one. In my mind, is like this is like every kid's nightmare.
Oh yeah.
Bloody Mary.
Bloody Mary.
Right. So I will explain my version of what I know the Bloody Mary urban legend to be.
Okay.
If it's different from yours, let me know.
Okay.
So essentially, as like a kid in sleepover, this was always in sleepover.
Always sleepover.
And you'd like, I remember this one girl, I won't add anyone, but this one group of friends that I was friends with when we were like 11, 12, 13 years old, she lived in Greensville in this spooky as fuck house. And I just remember being fascinated with it. I haven't seen it in a long time, like beautiful and creepy and weird. And she had the best room for sleepovers. We'd all compile into this, like in her living room. But they decided to do like the Bloody Mary joke on me, or like, why don't you go in and do it? So this was my first
I love it.
thing. So my first time with Bloody Mary.
Mouth who it is to me. Who is it?
You don't know her.
Oh, I don't know her.
No, you've never. I was gonna do it. You don't know who
I don't
it
know
is.
who that is. Okay.
Anyways, she's lovely, fantastic. Hope she's doing great. You have no idea who I'm talking about. So the whole thing with Bloody Mary is you stand in front of a mirror, and you say her name 3 times.
3 times.
And then the urban legend goes that like she appears in the mirror and scratches your eyes out, and then you're blind and you're bleeding from the eyes.
It was intense.
She takes your eyes, and then that's it.
Yeah.
So like I go in there. I only said it twice. I chickened out. I couldn't do it.
You chickened out?
Oh, baby, did I chicken out. Because it was like lights were off and things were happening, and they were like scratching at the door.
Did you have a candle lit? Or were you
No,
it was supposed
pure
to be
dark.
darkness.
So, but that's the thing. Other people's urban legends are different. So that's kind of my Bloody Mary story. Do you have a different one?
Mine is very, very much the same.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember. I think I heard that you were supposed to have a candle lit.
Okay. Makes sense because you could see it a little bit better.
A little bit better. And then you can kind of see if there's anything behind you.
Ooh.
Something came out of the darkness.
Okay.
I think I tried both.
Oh.
And I think I did do the 3 times.
And you still have your eyes and you're alive. So
eyes.
like, there you go.
As far as I know.
Fair enough. So let's get into kind of like origin story of Bloody Mary, right? Which again, who knows? So the legend of Bloody Mary is, of course, one of the most enduring pieces of Western folklore, blending historical tragedy with modern sort of mirror gazing or scrying, if you will.
Ooh, yeah.
While there is no single true origin, because, the legend's generally attributed to potentially one of these sort of potentially maybe primary sources. We'll see. Who knows? This is
apparently that's my vocal sim so hard
I love
lately.
it. What's the full line?
Apparently I have never been on live TV before.
Do you want to share where that's from?
It's just a Vine, right?
Oh, is it the Vine?
Or like an interview, like a news
I thought it was an interview. Yeah.
A little kid.
I don't know.
It's so good.
Okay, so let's talk about like a potential historical candidate, which is real. This part's real.
This is real.
So Queen Mary I. So the most common historical link to is to Mary Tudor. Am I saying that right? Tudor? Tudor, the first queen regent of England. So essentially from like in the 1550s to 1550s.
Yeah.
So the Bloody moniker, she earned that nickname Bloody Mary after she ordered the executions of nearly 300 religious dissenters, burning them at the stake. Yeah, that'd do it.
That'd do it.
So Mary suffered several phantom pregnancies as well, where she exhibited all the physical signs of being with child, only for the symptoms to then disappear. So this led to kind of the folklore connection between her and her spirit of like lost children or miscarriages or, like
ghost babies.
Ghost Marys. So Bloody Mary. So potentially, who knows? What's another Mary that could have come from, Stephen?
So we have the kind of like the folkloric candidate, Mary Worth.
Sure.
In American folklore, many believe the spirit is Mary Worth, a woman from the 19th century. Variations of her story include a witch who lived in the woods and was executed by townspeople, as witches were back then. A woman who was horribly disfigured in a carriage accident.
Sure, we're not sure. Could have happened.
Or a mother who lost her children in a tragic fire or kidnapping and died of grief.
Sad.
Right?
All possibilities
all of those
with
are
this.
terrible.
Yeah, Mary Worth person could be very sad.
Yeah.
So the ritual origins of like the mirror divination or scrying.
Yeah.
Long before it became a horror story, the Bloody Mary ritual was actually a divination game for young women in the early 20th century.
Okay.
According to the tradition, a woman would walk backwards up a flight of stairs holding a candle and a mirror.
Oh.
That's just dangerous on its own.
That's dangerous.
Fall and break your neck. Yeah, you're Bloody Mary then. So as the woman would gaze into the glass, she was supposed to see the face of her future husband. Wow, not worth it.
I feel like I've heard this.
Yeah, not worth it though.
Not worth it.
However, if she saw a skull or a grim reaper, it meant
Ooh.
she would die before she had the chance to marry.
Well, shit.
Yeah. Over time, this very spooky game evolved into the modern version where people summon a vengeful spirit by summoning Bloody Mary in the mirror.
Bloody Mary.
There you go. So that's creepy.
That's creepy.
Let's talk a little bit about like seeing faces in mirrors. We've kind of
Ooh,
talked about that
okay.
before, but there's actually a psychological sort of explanation behind
Okay.
this. It's happened to me.
Yeah?
It's absolutely happened to
Of
me.
course it has.
It's also happened to me where if I'm on camera and I'm looking dead into the camera, which who does that? Psychopaths. Like, why am I looking at people on the screen?
Oh yeah.
I
I'm usually
typically-
if I'm on the screen, I'm looking at
Of
myself.
course, who doesn't? But there are times where I'll like look directly into the camera. I don't know if it's I think I want to make a point or I'm
Yeah.
stronger or whatever. And I'll see my face and it like changes.
Oh.
This is a
Wait.
actual physical explanation.
You're looking into the
right
camera
here.
lens.
Yeah, like here.
We're
But-
looking at you right now.
Yes, but you like obviously on my screen, I
On
can
your
see
screen.
myself. So out of my peripherals, my face will change.
Oh.
And this is actually a thing. This is a real life phenomenon. Party people, write in if this has ever happened to you.
Yeah.
Same thing with in the mirror. If you stare at yourself long enough, like your face will change.
Well, I talked about that on one episode, didn't I? Doing shrooms.
Even if you're sober, okay? So the strange face illusion
Okay.
is kind of what it's been called. So if you've ever wondered why people actually see things when they chant her name in the dark, Bloody Mary,
Yeah.
science potentially has an answer.
Okay.
It's a phenomenon called Capgras syndrome or the Troxler Effect.
Okay. So when you stare at a mirror in low light for a prolonged period, your brain's sense. My Invisalign today is
It's a
fucking
tough
with
one.
me.
I mean, to be fair, it's brand new.
It's brand new. My
Yeah.
teeth are achy. So your brain's sensory system begins to drop information it deems redundant. Interesting. This causes facial features to appear to melt, distort, or transform into something monstrous.
Like, it's a thing.
It's a thing. Your mind then fills in the gaps with scary imagery, effectively creating the ghosts for you.
Right? Right?
Our minds do weird shit.
I'm telling you, it's on the list to talk about.
Yeah.
It's on the list to talk about, party people. But yeah, it's absolutely happened to me.
But also, even if we're not looking at it scientifically, mirrors are supposed to be like portals and like there's a
100%.
whole.
Yeah. it's a
Mirrors are
whole-
a thing.
Mirrors are a thing, for sure.
That's cool though.
Very cool, right? So that's a little bit about Bloody Mary.
Bloody Mary.
Mary. Also a drink that you drink, but I don't.
Ew, no.
No, I don't.
I don't drink Bloody Marys.
I thought you like Caesars.
Very different.
Really?
You didn't know this? Oh my God. Ooh,
What's
okay.
a Bloody Mary?
Bloody Mary is literally strictly tomato juice, and I think it has like the vodka.
The vodka?
Bloody Mary is, I'm pretty sure, it's like a Caesar.
Okay.
But instead of clamato juice, it's tomato juice
I know it.
and vodka, basically.
And Caesar
is clamato juice, which is like clam juice and tomato juice mixture, but it's not as thick and heavy as tomato juice. And there's other spices, and there's the vodka. I don't know why I'm saying it like that.
You keep saying you don't want to go to the States, and yet you keep having an American accent.
I know what's going on, but no,
so totally different.
Bloody Marys are gross. I don't like them. Caesars are strictly American. Jesus, I'm having a stroke today.
It's Canadian.
Caesars are Canadian.
And Bloody Mary's more so in America?
Yes.
Oh,
And
see,
I don't know if
know.
Bloody Marys have all the accoutrements that Caesars do.
Sure.
But Caesars are delicious.
Isn't there like Worcestershire sauce in
Yeah.
Caesars? Oh,
Yeah.
Are you
It can
impressed
be
with how I said
spicy.
it? No
It
problem.
was great. Well, who's Sister Cherie? Have you seen that?
No.
This guy's like, it's again one of like the memes or reels, and he's like trying to say Worcestershire, and then the guy's like, "Who's Sister Cherie?"
Who's Sister Cherie? That's great.
It's so good.
That's very good. Okay, well, thanks for educating me on
You're
that.
welcome.
Yeah. Appreciate it.
Did you like my response to that? I
It was
like,
so good.
"Ugh."
Like you were very offended.
How very
so
dare you.
I'm sorry. I liked your passion on that topic.
Thank you.
Why don't you hit us with another urban legend, Stevie?
Next, we have flashing your headlights.
This is a huge one.
This is a huge one, and you probably all have heard of it
Yeah.
or have thoughts about it.
Yeah. You got to wing it. Wing the explanation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Winging it. So basically, what I remember is, if you're driving down a dark road, you see a car coming towards you.
Yes.
Without their headlights on.
Could be, or their high beams are on.
And you flash them.
Correct.
The little car thingies.
Yeah,
so
the car thingies.
Yeah.
Everybody's got them.
Everyone's got them. So you flash at them to either let them know they don't have their headlights on or they have their high beams on.
Right.
The little signal. And then basically you keep driving, you're doing your thing, and then all of a sudden the car behind you kind of turns around and starts following you, kind of riding your bumper, starts beeping and flashing their lights in your rearview mirror.
Yes.
Shit like that. I always had it that it was either they wanted to murder or kill you, or it was like the mob.
Yes.
It was people who were gonna basically...
Yes. An induction into like a gang initiation or a mob induction kind of thing. Like that's 100% what I was told. First of all, I was taught by my dad, like, hey, if there's anyone who's coming at you with high beams, just remind them and like flick it.
Yeah.
And then same thing in driver's ed, like, make sure you always have your lights on. You can flick it. Like they literally taught us this.
I don't. I've never, because of this legend.
So that's what I'm saying. So when when I heard about this legend, I'm like, I am never doing this.
Never.
But it's crazy that everyone knew about it.
Everyone knew about it.
So where did that origin come from, Steven?
Yeah. So,
you will be killed if you flick your lights at someone. Yeah. That was just something we knew.
Also, I don't know if it's lower down here to talk about, but the internet wasn't a thing back then.
No.
And we, as kids back in the day, just somehow all of these same stories traveled the world,
literally,
or the continent, or whatever you want to say, and we all knew about it.
We all knew it. School by school by school, we all knew about it.
Maybe it's the mind power.
Maybe
that we don't know about.
Right?
The mind power. Okay. So this legend began to take hold in the early 1990s, which,
sure.
Several factors contributed to its rapid spread.
Mm-hmm.
So we have the 1993 fax lore.
Does everyone know what a fax machine is? Digital printout of information being sent through the phone line. Yeah. All right, go for it.
Fax machines, baby.
I'm telling you.
Also, they had the fun paper with the little you would
holes.
have to
rip it.
I loved it.
Yeah, really good.
And then it would be almost like an accordion.
Yes, all one part. Yeah.
So in 1993, a memo began circulating via fax machines across the United States. It was written on what appeared to be official-looking letterhead, claiming the Blood and the Crips, which I'm sure we've all heard of.
Two gangs,
were using this headlight initiation tactic. This was one of the first major examples of a viral rumor before the internet was widely accessible.
Just like you said. So, while there's no indication that this was actually a thing, that information was out there, literally across the states of Canada as well. Wild.
I love that it went viral through fax machines.
Yeah, totally.
That's so funny.
Let's talk about email chains. Remember those little suckers? So the 1998 email chain.
Side note, did you ever do them?
Oh my God, of course. If I never started one, but if someone sent it to me and it was like, "You're gonna have terrible," I'm like, I better send this.
I would never.
Really?
I was like, whoever does this is an idiot. This is ridiculous.
Well, okay, how about this? Did you ever get handwritten ones?
I don't think so.
Started with handwritten note chains.
Did you?
Yes. Chain letters, man.
I don't know.
Literal
I must have.
handwritten chain letters that people would start in class when they're bored and give it to you and it'd be like, you have to pass this on to a friend. Or
maybe I was weirdly thinking at home in the mail, but yeah,
no. School,
yes,
it's a chain letter and you'd pass it along. Although I did have one, I think I did mail it to one of my friends to be a dick. And then it moved to email and it was but I stopped soon after.
Yeah.
But again, we've talked about superstitions.
I mean,
I'm a sucker for that shit, man.
Yeah, true.
So it happened.
Maybe this is why I don't have shit happen to me. This is stupid.
Garbage,
mama.
So as the internet became mainstream, the rumor transitioned into email chain letters, which is what we just discussed. So these emails added dramatic details, claiming the warning came from a friend of a friend of a friend of mine, which happens so often in urban legends.
Oh, yeah.
Who worked in a police department, allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Should we be saying that more often?
Probably for this entire episode, you can just assume that everything we
Allegedly.
say is allegedly. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For our lawyers' sake.
Which we should probably get.
Should we? Oh, gosh. If there's any lawyers out there listening, hit us up.
Yeah, pro bono, though. I know.
Yeah.
I know that all lawyers need to have at least one pro bono case.
We do not mind being your pro bono case. Okay, so we have a social media resurgence.
Sure. Ugh.
Yeah, it really is. It's terrible.
Do we use it every day before this?
Every day. Every day. So every few years, the story resurfaces on platforms like Facebook, TikTok, or on WhatsApp.
Apparently, people are messaging each other about it. Who knows?
Oh, like chain letters on WhatsApp?
Well, it was more so like information about this.
Fair.
Right?
Okay.
A warning.
Yeah. Often accompanied by warning that the ritual is happening specifically in the user's local city or neighborhood.
Again, hasn't happened to me.
If I ever got a WhatsApp message saying like, the Bloods and the Crips are why do I always go to this
flexion?
Yeah. The Bloods and the Crips.
You have come alive.
Right? I don't know. I was tired last month.
Yeah, now you are up and at 'em.
Okay.
But yeah, no, great point. I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah.
Social media though, right? So is it a mob or gang initiation? Short answer is no.
No.
Like, no.
Could it be though?
Maybe at one point at the height of the 90s, they're like, all these stupid people think this.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Do we have any actual blood or crypt what's the word I'm looking
I don't know, but I was laughing because I thought you were going to ask, like, do we have any blood or crypt people listening?
Are you out there? No, like any, like, this is all just speculation.
100%.
No.
I'm about to talk about what I think you're going to ask me.
Okay.
So hold.
Okay.
Don't post even. Extensive investigations by the FBI and the LAPD and other major police departments have found 0 documented cases. Is that what you're going to ask?
Well, I was going to ask if we had any confirmation from anyone in the Bloods or Crips.
Yeah, no.
Confirming or denying
anyone? You think I know anyone in that world?
I don't know.
But online in my, again, light research, because like urban legends, there are no documented cases of this happening.
Okay.
Like 0. And I mean 0 that related, a gang initiation for someone flashing their headlights and they chase them down and killed them.
So not gang related, but maybe horror related?
Who knows? I've 0 documented cases of any murder from this at all.
Why am I kind of disappointed?
I don't know. What does that say about yourself?
I know.
That's some internal reflection you'll have to do. So it comes down to practicality, specifically with gang initiations. Allegedly, gang initiations are generally internal and organized. Engaging in a high-profile random act of violence in traffic is, quote, bad for business.
I mean,
right?
Yeah.
As it attracts like immediate and massive police attention. So they're not going to do that because it'll just bring heat down.
Totally fair.
Gangs. Not that I am a expert in gangs at all.
Yeah.
But this is just what I have found. Furthermore, like the lack of evidence, as we just discussed. So in over the 30 years of this rumor circulating, there's never been verified police report connecting any random shooting or murder at all to driver flashing their lights. Okay. And of course, there's the whole safety element or safety paradox, really. Police often engage drivers to flash their lights to warn others of hazards like deer or accidents, which I do. If there's a deer on the road, I'm like, ah! Like I do it a million times because then people are like, oh, there's something ahead. It also is like, hey, there's a cop up there.
Well, that's the only instance I've ever had anyone flash their lights at me.
There's a cop coming?
Is that there's a cop coming.
Yeah, man.
I had it happen the other day.
Oh, well, there you go.
Like 10 cars in a row. I'm like, thanks, guys.
Yeah. It is very nice. You're like, thank you.
Yeah.
So finally, if this were a real gang ritual, the frequency of attacks would be astronomically high.
True.
It would just happen all the time. So
that's true.
It's just not a thing.
Okay.
Right?
Womp womp.
Why the legend persists, though, Steven?
Why the legend persists?
Yeah.
So this story is a classic cautionary tale. Urban legends often thrive because they play on a universal fear. Makes sense. The idea that a small, kind gesture, trying to help another driver can lead to catastrophic, violent outcomes.
Which is why, like, not a lot of people stop anymore, too,
Well,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, you
It
just
used to be such a thing.
Oh, yeah.
And picking
Stop.
up hitchhikers.
Yes. Oh, my God. So not a thing anymore.
Yeah.
Probably still maybe in Newfoundland. I feel like Newfoundland used to still, like,
I
get
could
that
see
kind of
that.
help a lot.
Yeah.
But, like, I will stop many times. And it's funny, like, sometimes when I stop and I'm like, hey, are you okay? They look at you like you're an idiot. And you're like, I'm fine. You're like,
Wait, you stop?
I've stopped. Oh, yeah. Especially if it's, like, blatantly they're just standing around and, like, their wheel is off or something.
Am I a horrible Am I a
person?
horrible human being?
No, not at all. It's 100% like, do you think you can help? So, for
Yeah,
example,
well-
like the people who I saw standing around, I'm like, I didn't see a phone in their hands. Do they not have a
Yeah,
phone? Is something going
fair.
on? Nowadays, everyone has a phone.
Everyone.
In fact, where was I driving recently? Was I with my boss? I don't remember. But I was driving and I thought, what is happening here? There were people that were parked on the side of an on-ramp to a highway, and they were
Choices.
physically standing in the middle of the on-ramp, flagging people down.
That's insane.
And I was like, what? Why would bad decision?
Yeah.
Just bad decision where to stop, bad decision to stand in the middle of the on-ramp.
Wow.
But also, there were 3 people in the car. How do none of you have cell phones?
Yeah.
If that's in fact what was happening. Why were you flagging other drivers down? To me, that screams like taking situation.
Oh, yeah.
So use your head, you know what I mean? But if there's like someone like, oh, or if they're like, I don't know, looking wistful or whatever,
Yeah.
there's no, I will stop. But a couple of times people are like, I'm fine. You're like, fuck my
Okay.
God, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Well, because
okay,
I just think of what's the road out in BC? It's like the popular highway out there, but it's been dubbed like the killer or murder highway because
damn.
the hitchhikers and people walking along or people stopping, like people would be picked up and killed all
I
the
have
time.
no idea, but clearly we need to
We
cover
need to
that.
talk about that because I'm
Yikes.
forgetting the name of it. But it's a thing.
Well, hey, it's a terrible world we live in.
Humans suck now.
Humans suck.
I mean, they've always sucked, but
yeah, fair enough. Let's move on. So
Yeah.
another urban legend that we have always heard. Now this did not. This never came up in my life because this has never happened to me ever.
Okay.
But the rumor going around my school too, when we got to like driving and like people like coupling up and like having first boyfriends or whatever, or girlfriends, the hook man.
The hook man.
Right? So the story of the hook, again, you have a great one. I will tell my version that made around my school.
Okay.
Was if you were like hitting up a lover's lane situation with your boyfriend or girlfriend.
I was not that cool.
Same. I can't stress this enough. Never happened to me. That has never been a situation I've ever been in. Anyway, the cool kids were out on Lover's Lane.
Yep.
Making out, you know, as kids do. And the story would essentially go like, you'd hear like scraping on the car and be like, what's that? And I'd be like, no, nothing. Like, you know, inevitably it'd be the guy being like, it's nothing, baby. Whatever.
It's true.
And then it would keep happening. And like scary things would happen. And it was just, you know, they'd be like, let's just go. Let's just leave. And they'd turn on the car. And of course the lights would illuminate and there'd be a hook, like a scary hook. A death hook. You know, the ones hanging from the tree or on the hood of the car or like hanging from the door handle.
Yeah. Or like in the tire.
Yes.
Or like there's so many different
Yeah,
versions.
that's what I always heard of, like, watch out for the hook man. Like, he'll get you.
Yeah.
But yours is so much more in depth and way scarier.
Yeah. So I remember hearing maybe it's from a movie, but it's from this legend.
It's
sure.
pop culture.
It's pop
everywhere
culture.
for sure. But yeah.
So I remember hearing, again, Lover's Lane, they're making out, having sex in the back seat. They hear something out and about in the woods.
Sure.
So usually, again, it's the boyfriend. He's like, I'm a man. I'm going to go check it out. So he goes out, and then the girlfriend, or I guess
whoever.
the boyfriend.
I mean, listen, again, it was the 90s.
It was the 90s, so it was a boy and a girl.
Yeah.
So the girlfriend hears something. She's in the car.
Not to say that, you know, queer people didn't exist in the 90s.
What do you mean? I was straight back then.
Thank you. That was good. Way to lighten it.
But no, she hears. They hear something in the back seat.
Bill.
It's always Billy.
It's
always Billy. I lost it.
No, yeah. So he goes out,
something
looks
outside.
for it.
And then doesn't come back. She stops hearing things. It kind of goes quiet. So usually she'll get out of the car because like he has
But
the keys, or
yes,
the keys
yes,
have been
something. But wasn't there like scratching on the top?
yes. Oh, that's what it was. So they would hear scratching like on the roof.
Yeah.
On the roof.
Freaky.
Freaky. So she finally works up the courage to go out and check, and she like walks a little far, and then she turns around and she sees the car, and then she looks up, and the boyfriend's dead body is hanging from a tree above the car, and his feet are dragging on the top of the car.
And that's the scary sound that she hears, and he's ripped open from the hook.
Ripped open from the hook.
Crazy.
Which is a way better story.
Way better, and yours is way more intense than mine. What was going on in Highland?
I don't know.
Wow.
Or that could have just been my imagination.
Fair enough. Stephen was like,
fucked.
I don't get invited to go make out in people's cars.
Yeah.
I'm going to make up this story. You're the reason it exists. You
Could
started the Hookman story because no one would invite you to
I
their
love
car.
me some gossip.
Yeah. Well, very good. So, we already talked about that. Yeah. Essentially, it was just always about secluded spots and the vulnerability of young couples, which like totally a thing.
Yeah.
But why don't you tell us a little bit about the origins?
Well,
again, allegedly.
I'm intrigued by this because I don't really know, where this one comes from. So the legend is actually a product of post-World War II Americana.
Sure.
Though its roots go deeper. In 1950s scares, the story gained massive popularity in the mid-1950s. This coincided with the rise of car culture and parking
and necking.
Parking and necking. As a social activity for teenagers.
Yeah.
Social activity. It acted as a morality tale designed to discourage premarital intimacy by associating it with extreme danger.
Right?
No sex or you'll be murdered.
So, like, maybe the church made it up.
Honestly. I would not be shocked.
Right? You never know. Let's talk about the Dear Abby letter.
Dear Abby!
Yeah, can you remember?
Oh my God.
Yeah. So the legend was solidified in the public consciousness when a reader wrote to the famous advice columnist Abigail Van Bruin, or of course Dear Abby, in 1960, recounting the story as if it were in fact a real event that happened to a friend. So like it could have been reported as a real event, and then that being a very popular column, people were like, this happened.
Yeah.
Because of course now people are way more skeptical of news, which in my line of work is terrible. That sucks for us, but it's true. It's just people second guess what they read. Back then, what was written in the newspaper was it. That was it. So you never know. And let's kind of cover quickly true crime influence. So folklore experts often point to the, I'm not going to say this right at all, Texarkana moonlight. Texarkana. Where is Texarkana? What is that?
Is it like Texas, Arkansas?
Interesting.
Maybe? Texarkana.
Those moonlight murders, which I know nothing about, from 1946 as a possible real world inspiration. So at that point, a hooded killer did target couples parked in cars, creating a lasting atmosphere of Lover's Lane paranoia, because that actually happened. It did happen.
Oh,
that actually apparently happened.
Wow.
Yeah. Didn't know anything about it.
That would make sense that would start
right?
then.
Yeah.
So the Hookman has become a staple of the slasher genre.
Sure.
I mean,
keep reading.
Every time. It was the primary inspiration for the villain in the 1997 film I Know What You Did Last Summer.
What are you waiting for? Talk about vocal. I yell that all the time.
Of course you do.
Yeah.
I love it. You do, actually.
What are you waiting for?
It has also appeared in various forms and in shows like Supernatural and American Horror Story.
Supernatural is one of my top 5 shows.
Can I admit something?
You've never seen it?
No, I started watching it. I think I got, how many?
There are 15 seasons.
15 seasons. I feel like I maybe got 5 seasons in.
That's pretty respectable.
And then remember when I did my Euro trip?
Yes, I do.
I went away and then I came back and I don't think I had access to watch it anymore or something. And I kind of just, I got so behind on
Fizzled out, yeah.
And there's so much to it that it was a lot to catch up on.
This was also at the height of, for the young children who are listening. And I hope you all know I don't mean children when I say that. I mean literally anyone who's below 38 years old and more than 18. This was a time where you had to clear your schedule on Thursday nights at 8 p.m.
Thursday was the night.
It was the night. You watched all of your programs.
Programs?
There was no such thing as streaming. There was no
No.
such thing as. I remember when one of my rich friends got a what was it?
TiVo?
Well, we called it something different. TiVo was big in the States, but it was like DVR.
Yeah.
Yeah, record. That's what TiVo was. But
it was the rich people.
It was the rich
that
people
got that.
only.
Yeah.
And you would record it, and it was like, that is insane to me. What sort of sorcery is this?
Yeah.
So
Those were the good old days.
Oh God, don't get me started.
I know I love binging shit on streaming, but it's not really the greatest to do. And I miss having the ritual of like Thursday night TV, or like you would plan your week so that you could be home. I mean, quick side tangent. Thursday night was also Survivor night.
Yeah, it was. That's right.
And I was in Scouts, and I remember that was when, obviously, I was Scout. So how old is that? Like 16 and 18, between that area. My parents, we set up this thing with Scouts that they had to have known this was fake, but we always had a family emergency on Thursday nights. And they would come and pick me up from Scouts so that we could get home in time to watch Survivor together.
That is so cute. I love it. And like, let's teach Scouts the power of lying.
Yeah.
Important lesson.
I
love it. But no, legit, it was a thing. So Supernatural, when I was dating my ex-boyfriend Reese, he and I would go over to his best friend's.
Yeah.
And we watched it every Thursday.
Yeah.
That was like literally a thing that we do. Should I have outed it? I don't care.
Yeah.
I think you listen. Hello. It was great.
Yeah.
It was just a wonderful time to be alive.
It really was. It was better time.
But if I may say so, like, feel free to dive back into Supernatural. I'm rewatching it now. I rewatch it every year. It's just
I have so many things I want to rewatch, though. And I'm in this weird phase right now where I'm not really watching a lot of TV.
Well, it's also the cusp of summertime. Like, I don't want to be watching TV.
Exactly.
But it happens from time to time. So,
where were we?
We were right here.
So it remains a FOF?
So
a FOF story.
A friend of a friend of a friend.
Friend of a friend.
That's the one.
I like it. Everyone seems to know someone who knows someone it actually happened to.
Yeah.
What was it? Spooky. What's the show?
Freaky Friday.
Freaky Friday.
Freaky
Friday.
Yeah. No, not Freaky Friday. It was Freaky Stories.
Freaky Stories.
Right? That was it.
With the little cockroach guy.
Yeah.
So
That's
good.
good. It happened to a friend of mine. Freaky Stories was a great show. I love that program.
So good.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So someone who knows someone who it actually happened to, but no official police reports of a hooked hand killer left on a door handle has ever been found.
Exactly. So let's get to this one. This one's wild as well. Okay.
Which one's this one? Oh, yes.
Aren't you glad you didn't turn on the light? So I'm going to riff on this one too.
Please do.
Okay. So this kind of has become like a campus legend one. So a little bit older. So like we still heard about it in middle school and high school of like, oh my God, this is what's happening in college. That's crazy. So the whole story that I know essentially goes, so there are two roommates.
Yeah.
Okay. They're in college. It's not like a two separate bedroom situation. It is one room where one single bed and one single bed across the floor.
That's Dan's university was like that.
That is my literal nightmare.
Oh, me too. Thankfully, I was separate rooms.
Same. Well, I mean, I didn't get res. I got waitlisted for the res because Sheridan had the stupidest, smallest res building ever.
Fair.
So
I forgot. We both went to Sheridan. Different campuses.
But I got my wonderful apartment with my roommate, Janet, who I love. Hello, Janet.
Hi, Janet.
You listen. Anyways, okay, back to this. So unlike my wonderful experience where I loved my roommate and she was a delight and we had fun, this legend revolves around two people who do not like each other. It's usually two women, two girls.
I hated my roommates.
Oh, that sucks.
I had two different ones because I switched halfway through the year.
Because they're so bad?
Yeah.
Well,
anyway.
There you go.
Yeah.
Could stem from something like that.
Yeah.
So the story goes that one roommate was always, not respectful of the other roommate.
Right.
So the one would always creep in quietly, keep the light off, keep their side of the room clean, not have guests over, not, if there was something that she could do to keep her roommate happy, she would do it.
Yeah.
On the flip side, the other roommate would not care. She'd have guests over. She'd play loud music when the other one was sleeping. She was just someone who
inconsiderate bitch.
Correct. And so the story goes that the considerate roommate walked in one night to their dorm and it was dark and she didn't want to turn on the light because it could be her other roommate was sleeping, but she also heard her roommate having sex with her partner. A lot of bed squeaking, a lot of muffled sounds. And she was like, oh my God, are you kidding me? You knew I was coming home and here you are doing it with your boyfriend.
Doing the nasty.
So she just went straight to bed, plugged her ears, or, I've also heard like put her headphones on and fell asleep.
Yeah.
In the morning, she rolls over, wakes up, and sees her roommate completely disemboweled, bloodied, and written on the wall in blood. It says, "Aren't you glad you didn't turn on the light?"
Oof. Could you imagine? Terrifying.
Right? Of course, eliciting the idea of, oh my gosh, this person wasn't having sex. She was being viciously murdered as I walked in on it. Crazy. So that's the story I heard.
Yeah, that's the one I heard
That's
too.
exactly
it's
it.
So good.
It's good. It's
Ooh,
scary. Makes for
scary.
excellent TV. In fact, Supernatural does do an episode of that.
Do they?
They do an Urban Legends episode where it's this, the Hookman, and I don't remember what.
I have seen that one.
100%.
Because it was one of the earlier ones.
Yeah. So let's get into the origins and evolution of this. While it's impossible, again, to pinpoint like a single first occurrence of this story, folklore experts have tracked the rise through several stages. So let's go back to the 60s, okay? The campus boom, if you will. The legend exploded in popularity during the 1960s. This was a decade of massive growth for universities and colleges. And of course, a shift in social norms, the 60s, right? Drugs, fun, a little bit more open. The story reflected the fear of the stranger in the house and the vulnerability of living in shared semi-public spaces like dormitories. So it's like someone was supposed to be having the time of their life and something terrible and horrific happens and takes their sort of safety and security away.
The call is coming from inside the house.
They're calling from inside the house. So good.
So in the 1950s, there was the Hatchet Man rumor.
Sure.
So some folklorists believe the story evolved from the earlier legends about the Hatchet Man, a boogeyman-like figure said to haunt various campuses in the mid-20th century.
There you go. Could come from that.
Yeah. Then we have media propaganda.
Sure.
So like many urban legends, it reached a massive audience through the Dear Abby advice column.
Again.
Dear Abby was pushing some scary shit.
Lay in the path.
That was in the early 1970s and was later analyzed extensively by Jan Harold Brunvand.
Sure. I believe it's Jan Harold Brunvand.
That makes more sense.
Right.
Jan. The preeminent scholar of urban legends in his book, The Vanishing Hitchhiker from 1981.
Which we kind of talked about as well, and I really want to read.
Yeah, I would want to too.
Yeah.
So there is no evidence that this specific message on the wall event ever happened. However, the legend gained a dark second life after the real-life crimes of Ted Bundy in 1978. We all know Ted.
Not good.
Not good. When he attacked the Chi Omega sorority house at Florida State University. Because he moved through the house at night, attacking sleeping women, the dormitory killer transitioned from a campfire story into a terrifying reality for a generation of students.
Yeah, like that happened. Like he literally killed. Like I think he attacked. I can't get my numbers right. He either attacked a house of 5 women and 4 survived.
Okay.
Or it was 6 women and 2 survived. I don't remember the exact specifics, but like he went on a rampage and just went. And that was unlike his other MO where it was just one woman that he would actually take.
Right.
He escalated. Actually, there's, oh man, there's so much about Ted. Maybe we'll do it. Serial killers. The story kind of goes like the cops figure that he actually was rejected and couldn't take the woman. And he was so angry that he just like unleashed.
Went on a rampage.
Yeah. Unreal. So,
but the whole like sorority campus, what's the guy version? Not sorority, frat house, like all of that, the murders in the campus, and that was such a thing.
Oh man, because it was like, and when you're talking about stories, like of course, we see it now, like this, it starts. I Know What You Did Last Summer, Scream, like it's always a sorority house. Or anyway,
classics, man,
classics. So let's talk about the kidney thieves, okay?
Love.
So this one is like you always kind of flippantly say, like, I don't want to wake up in a bathtub with my kidney missing, right? So, like, where did that come from?
Yeah.
So this has been called one of the most successful and enduring urban legends or myths in history.
Okay.
Take that for what you will. It is a classic organ theft sort of narrative that's evolved from the whispered rumor into a global phenomenon, often fueled by actual anxieties about medical technology and international crime.
Yeah.
Like the black market for organs is just, I feel like you always hear about it.
Always. I feel like it's a thing.
I mean, it has to be.
I think it's a thing.
There are, so speaking of your conspiracy theories, like if you want to go down that hole, it's wild. It's wild.
I can imagine.
There people
I haven't gone down that hole.
Yeah, it's wild. I don't know, but it's wild.
So the story typically follows a business traveler or a tourist at a bar. A charming stranger buys them a drink, which is spiked, which I mean is a thing.
Yeah.
The victim wakes up hours later in a hotel bathtub filled with ice. There's a phone nearby with a note that says, "Call 911 or you will die."
At least they're considerate.
Helpful
note.
They're not just leaving them to die.
I mean,
kind of
are,
but
if you don't make the call.
yeah. Upon reaching the hospital, the victim discovers that one or both of their kidneys has been surgically removed with professional precision to be sold on the black market for organ transplants.
But if you lose both your kidneys, wouldn't you die like pretty quick?
That's what I would have thought.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you would die pretty quick.
But how wild would that
be? Story. And again, it's like everywhere.
Everywhere.
So let's talk about origins and evolution.
Kay.
So while rumors of body snatching go back centuries, the modern version of the kidney thief emerged in the late 1980s.
Okay.
So let's talk about Latin American origins. Early versions of the legend circulated in Central and South America, often involving baby parts or child theft. Ooh, for organs. These stories reflected real-world fears that regarding the exploitation of the poor by wealthy Westerners. And like, listen.
Yeah.
Let's move into the 90s. So the traveler variant, right? The legend as we know it today, where it's the bathtub and the ice and the bar, solidified in the United States around 1991. It was heavily propagated through early internet news groups and fax machines. Again, people would be like, look out, everyone, on a business trip.
So funny.
Sending faxes and emailing about like, don't take drinks from strangers. You might end up in a bathtub full of ice.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Which, I mean, is a good rule to live by.
Sure.
Good rule of thumb to live by.
And then the 1997 internet explosion, again, when it pops off, a highly detailed email chain letter went viral. It claimed that the Texas Department of Public Safety was issuing a warning about travelers being targeted. So, like, apparently this actually happened. The email was so convincing that the Texas DPS had to issue an official statement denying that they were responsible. So, like, while that letter went out, it wasn't in fact them at all. It was just someone being like, be on the lookout.
Or it was someone in that department who knew something was happening, but they didn't want to be attached to.
Fair enough.
You know what I mean?
They were a whistleblower, but they didn't want to be a whistleblower. Exactly. And they started the rumor.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, okay. While this story is terrifying, medical professionals have repeatedly pointed out why this specific scenario is a surgical fantasy.
Yeah.
Surgical fantasy.
Yeah, just can't happen.
It can't happen. So the complexity of transplant.
Yes.
So organ transplantation requires a massive team of specialists, sterile environments, and highly specific equipment. It cannot be done precisely in a hotel bathroom.
Like, is it just a random knife with a guy? Sorry to gender, but like I envision it's a guy who's just like, I think it's here, and then like stabs you in the back.
But what if what if it's a really good professional doctor surgeon?
Well, so we haven't talked about it yet.
A doctor surgeon, you know,
one of those doctor surgeons. We haven't talked about it yet, but like the Black Dahlia, there is huge evidence that whoever committed that crime was a surgeon.
Yeah.
Because the lame person would not know how to cut something out of a body as well as they did in that specific case. But for this one, I mean, like, again, I guess you could be right, Steven.
I feel like it could.
I guess it could. I guess it could happen.
Maybe not surgically put back together and then left in a bathtub. Like it might be messier.
So, and like my thing too is like there was never in this urban legend like the discussion of like what the room looked like. So like it would be a bloody mess everywhere.
Yeah.
I digress.
So also a random kidney is useless for
Sure,
transplant.
sure.
The donor and recipient must have matching blood types and tissue markers to prevent immediate rejection. Like, that is the other thing.
That is the other thing. Like, you can't just be like, hey, I got a kidney. Who
Yeah.
wants it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And how long do they last outside of a body? Like, you could maybe have it in storage and then they wait until they do find the perfect donor on the black market or whatever.
Again, that's why
I'm trying to make sense of it, but I'm like,
that's
no.
why I so don't believe that this happens.
Yeah.
I just so don't believe that it happens. But I mean, hey, maybe.
Yeah.
You never know.
So while ice is used to transport organs, sitting a living person in a bathtub of ice would likely cause hypothermia.
Sure.
Or you would go into shock long before it preserved an internal organ. Also, you've just went through massive surgery. You've been cut open.
The blood loss.
The blood loss.
You'd be dead in it. You'd be dead.
And you're being put in a non-sterile ice bathtub.
Yes.
That's going to cause major infection.
Big problems. Big problems with this urban legend.
Big problems.
Big problems.
Because there has been none with the other ones.
That's a great.
I don't know why we got really into this.
We're so like, this is not true. Hookman? Maybe. Flashing the lights? Sure. This one? Absolutely not.
Hell no.
So the legend became so pervasive that it was used as a plot point in numerous TV shows and movies, most notably Law and Order, The X-Files, and of course the actual movie called Urban Legend, which came out in 1998, right?
I want to rewatch that one actually.
100%. So despite decades of debunking by the National Kidney Foundation, like this blows my mind, and police departments globally, there's never been a single verified case of a person being drugged in a bar and waking up in a bathtub missing a kidney or two.
Yeah.
Just hasn't happened.
Maybe in a hostel in Europe. I don't know.
You never know. We're just here to tell you what we've heard.
Yeah.
Happened to a friend of a friend of mine. So, of course, there are so many different urban legends.
So many.
Let's just quickly sort of rhyme off ones that we've also heard of. And Stephen, you thought of a great one last night when we were going through Burlington on the train.
Yes.
So if anyone's from the Burlington area, do you remember what ultimately started as an urban legend and kind of ended up being kind of true?
Yeah.
So the urban legend essentially goes, there used to be a huge cold storage building, which to my recollection was for apples.
Okay.
It was where they moved a lot of the apples for transportation to the food terminals in Toronto, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
And it was at it was in Aldershot at where you get off at Waterdown Road to go into Burlington off of the 403. And it was a huge yellow building. And I would drive by it every single day because we would go to my grandparents who lived over there.
Yeah.
And the story goes that they being the cops, whoever, got a tip that there were body parts being stored in this cold storage place, and that like someone had a massive pile of body parts. And guess what? Apparently that happened. So the story that I heard goes that they discovered all these body parts being kept in the cold storage room, and that it allegedly, I don't know if this is true, but the person who was responsible for that worked at the city morgue in Burlington and was collecting pieces of bodies.
Ooh.
So it wasn't that he was sawing them off. It would be like someone came in and there was a dismemberment situation.
Okay.
And he would steal body parts.
Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Frankenstein style.
Like, that's wild to me. But that was like the biggest.
Like, what was he going to do with it?
I don't want to know.
I don't want to know.
Was it like a... know. I'm going to do a quick Google. You never know. Yeah. I look so weird when I try and type like this. Burlington cold. But like, do you remember hearing that?
Yeah. Oh, yes. Absolutely.
Okay.
It's creepy, man.
It's creepy. Yeah, I'm not going to find something.
No.
Although I will say this. There is an alarming number of cold storage human remains being found in cold storage across the globe.
That's creepy.
That's wild.
Maybe it's like, what's his face? Remember that gay serial killer who like would sever a hand and then jerk off with it?
What?
You don't remember that?
Are you talking about Dahmer?
No. This was a Canadian thing. He was like a gay guy in like, was it Montreal or?
Are you talking about Bruce McArthur in Toronto?
Nope.
Montreal.
He was actually like like a hot guy.
Luca Magnotta?
Maybe that's what I'm thinking. That sounds familiar.
He was the one who like started killing cats and like filmed it online.
Yeah,
and then
because there was Don't Fuck with Cats.
yeah. Luca Magnotta. He started killing. Yeah, well, he actually
Edible
Edible. Unreal pronunciation.
But yeah, wasn't he like
I didn't know
filming
he was doing
stuff and
that.
having like
he was filming himself dismembering, unfortunately, his victim.
I can't remember if it was in the documentary. When I'm not going to say where it was, but one of my old jobs, we were all very into weird shit like this.
Sure.
And it came out that he chopped off the guy's hand and started like jerking off with it. So if there's a shit ton of cold storage dismember things, maybe more people have sexual kinks than
God.
That's I hate it.
Let's move on.
I'm sorry I went down that path. I really do apologize.
Yikes.
But it just
I mean, yeah.
Ugh.
Wild. I also hate that I just listed off so many killers I hate it. I love that I know that, but I hate that I know that.
It does kind of, I don't want to say go hand in hand with like weird, not whimsical, but weird, paranormal, bizarre shit.
Yeah, it's just true crime, man. It's just, because I could never relate. I just can't. Anyway. Okay, let's move on. So speaking of gross people.
This is perfect.
Perfect. I do not like this person at all, but Marilyn Manson, who of course has come out as like not a good person at all.
Yeah.
But does everyone remember this urban legend?
I'm sure you can all.
Where we're going with this.
Yeah.
In like, I think I was grade 5 or grade 6.
We were young.
Too young to know what this meant or what it was. I'll not be graphic, but like, does everyone remember the rumor about him removing a rib to be able to do a specific act on himself?
Yeah.
How did we all know about that?
Everyone knew about it.
Everyone knew about it. And again, rumor, probably.
The rumor,
but also, now that we know what we know about Marilyn Manson, who knows?
Who knows?
Who knows? But I looked online. Yeah, no, like apparently there's no claims to that at all. But how did we all know that at that young age in the schools that we were in, and everybody just knew about it?
It's so true.
It's wild.
It's so true.
Wild urban legend.
Another one we had was, I'm sure you guys remember this one.
Much more innocent, this one.
Much more innocent. Sort of. Pop Rocks and Coke.
Yeah.
And Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola, not
Pop Rocks and Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
If you obviously ingested both at the same time, your stomach would explode.
Yeah. Like these are one of the, we're just riffing, so like I did not look that up. Yeah. Who came up with that?
I and it's funny because shout out to my brother. So Dave and Scott get each other Pop Rocks and Coke for their birthday all the time. I don't know if they still do it. But
clearly they still are with us. So like they're not exploding stomachs.
I don't know. Dave's had a lot of issues. Maybe that explains it. Oh no.
Sweetie. So sticking with stomach stuff, I don't know why. I guess once I wrote about that, the next two were like, well, did anyone, like when I was a child, like a small little innocent baby child, my parents were always like, don't eat the watermelon seeds because it'll grow in your tummy.
Yeah.
That was also like a big urban legend.
Any sort of seed.
Any seed, and that it would start to grow.
Yeah.
And then, of course, this one, too.
So sticking with the stomach. So if you had gum and you swallowed it, it would stay in your stomach for 7 years.
Yeah. Who? What? Why?
Why?
Don't know.
Why is it always 7 years? Everything is 7 years.
We talked about this. Regenerate. Yes. Yeah. Yes, the Romans believed that.
But also, how is it going to stay in your stomach? You're going to poop it out.
I totally agree. I don't know if it was like, again, it's all about control and fear, right? Like, do not swallow that gum because it'll stay in your stomach, right? Or like, what was the, don't make that face or it'll freeze that way.
Oh my God.
Yeah. These are just lessons that our parents did to us to like cause fear and anxiety.
Yeah.
Look at us now. We're fine.
We're well adjusted.
We're totally fine. Any other thoughts on urban legends?
I feel like there's just so much more.
There are so many. If you have an urban legend that you want us to review or want to share, send it in because we are going to do a listener email session. As I mentioned at the top of this episode. And that's actually a great point. It doesn't have to be like a story. You can just say like, hey, what about this urban legend?
Yeah.
Write in. If you would like to participate, please do. We want to do it soon. So email us at
weirdoswhimsy@gmail.com.
Thank you very much. Or just slide to our DMs on any of our platforms.
Slide into our DMs.
Because we want to do like an interactive like little listener email sesh. Okay, well, Thank you so much for listening and watching another episode of Weirdos of Whimsy. We'll be back again soon with another episode that guides you through the weird and whimsical journey that is our brains. Be sure to follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at Weirdos of Whimsy Pod. Watch that space for updates, release dates, and other delectable. Oh, sorry. See, I screwed up again. Other treats and delectable morsels. Say goodbye, Stevie.
Goodbye, everybody. Don't have sex in the back seat. Watch out for the hook man.
Would literally never be a problem for me. And as always, big gulps, eh? Well,
see you later.